Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel guys. Today we are having Chicharron De Pollo sin Hueso, Emely's way. For those of you who do not know what that is, it is fried chicken chunks. So delicious. I'll be showing you guys how I multitask and make my white rice, my beans, and the chicken all at once. So thank you so much and take notes. Jumping right into it, we have two pots on the stove with boiling water. One is going to be for the rice, the other is for the beans. In the rice pot, I'm going to just add some oil and salt. A wise woman once told me, if you start the rice first, everything will be done at the same time. And it is so true. Okay guys, so like I said, we're multitasking. So right now we're going to grab our potatoes and put it in the smaller pot and let that boil. We'll grab our white rice that has been washed and just toss it into the rice pot. I don't really measure with measuring cups how to make rice. I've just done this so many times over the years that I already know how it's supposed to look and feel. And I'm really good at adjusting it if I need water, more water, or taking it out. So just bear with me, I'm learning the measurements, but as of right now, this is literally how I make rice and how I learned. I learned watching. So that's my goal for you guys. And also how I know is I do a little trick. If the spoon stands up in the middle of the pot with the rice, then I guess that's how it is. But it's, I don't know, it's some type of brujeria. All of the water has evaporated from the rice pot, so we're going to give it a nice good mix while those potatoes are still boiling. It's important to keep an eye on all the burners if you're using all the burners, and just make sure nothing is burning. So just make a little dome, and then you can lower the setting all the way to low, and then you're going to cover your rice. I add a couple of calabazas to my beans. This is pumpkin. What I do is I chop it once I buy it, and I put them in the freezer, so when I make beans, I have it ready. Now for the star of the show, I have already washed and chopped up some pieces of chicken breast. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some adobo, a healthy amount. I do have a lot in this bowl because I have a big family to feed, so I'm using a lot of adobo, and then I'm gonna go season it with some black pepper. Next, we're going to add a packet of sazon. After we put the packet of sazon, we're going to go ahead and add roughly about 2 tablespoons of sofrito, homemade sofrito, by the way, that my dad made, and it is amazing. And give it a good mix. I really wish I can tell you guys my measurements, but I'm showing you how I cook, and this is how I cook. I will try to give you the description as best as I can, but this is how I cook. We're going to add some oregano, and then we're going to add something that my boyfriend has actually put me onto, our secret ingredient, which is mustard. Yes, I know you're like, what the heck you're going to do with that mustard? I'm not putting mustard on my chicken. Try it. It is so good. And then we're going to add, I added 2 eggs because I put in the first egg, and you know, like I said, I eyeball everything. It wasn't enough, so I'm going to go ahead and just add another one. Put it in just like this. Make sure it's all wet. That way it gives it our flour a nice coating on the chicken. Set the chicken aside, and remember, don't forget about your beans. We're gonna get started on these now. So we're gonna add 2 spoons of sofrito, a couple of olives. We're gonna add some onions. Give it a mix. I'm doing this all at the same time, guys, so this is every day, for almost every day for me. Add a couple of sprigs of cilantro. We're gonna get our can of Goya salsa de tomate. We're gonna use about 1/3 of that. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab a packet of sazon, and then you're gonna also add a packet of cubito de pollo. After we add the cubito de pollo, we're going to season it up with some black pepper. And then add some oregano. Give that a good mix, because I don't like for anything to stick on the bottom. So just go ahead, because the potatoes might stick or burn. Then finally, we're going to go ahead and add your beans. Give it a good mix. Keep watching your beans. If you see that the water is evaporating, don't get scared. Just go ahead and add more water. Try not to mix it too much so the potatoes won't fall apart. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic paste. If you do not have garlic paste, that's fine. You can use 1 clove of garlic. Give it a stir and then just make sure that your beans are on medium. So this is what I use to coat the chicken. I just use flour, guys. I go ahead and add some adobo just to get it nice and seasoned. Not too much, just a little bit. Then we're going to add some oregano. And then we're going to finish it up with some black pepper. And let me tell you, a little bit goes a long way. It's going to taste amazing and it's going to be nice and crunchy once you take it out after you fry it. I love using Ziplocs when I'm cooking because it's less mess and less dishes that I have to clean. So just go ahead, put them in a Ziploc bag. Put a few at a time. You're going to want to dredge the chicken, so make sure every piece of chicken is coated in the flour. And if you have one of those containers, just put it there. If not, that's fine. Just shake them and then just put them aside on a separate plate. I use paper plates. There's no shame in that. So go ahead and put them on a paper plate and just put them aside so that you can fry them. So I put my chicken to fry and look at that, it's golden and delicious. After about, I want to say 8 minutes on each side, you can go ahead and just, flip them over and get them as golden as you like. I like mine more on the crispier side, but if you like them just like this, like after I turn it, you see them nice and golden. They look perfect. Just give it a few more minutes and just take them out. If not, if you like them a little crunchier, go ahead and take them out a little later, but don't burn them. So at this point, my chicken is ready. I'm going to take them out and put them on a cooling rack. If you don't have one of these, you can put them on a plate with a paper towel so they can suck up the oil. That way it can stay nice and crunchy and it won't get soggy. Continue to put the rest of your chicken and then let's go check on the beans. Perfect. So half of our chicken is done and now for the beans. It looks good. This is all happening at the same time, I know, but if you're like me and this is the way you're used to cooking, it's no problem. At this point, the beans are gonna need a little bit more water, and I add another secret ingredient. I add some ketchup. Oh my god, let me tell you, my best friend almost died when she saw me do this because she does not like ketchup, but she likes my beans and she would never know what I put in it. So go ahead, put a squirt of ketchup, and trust me, it goes a long way. I don't know why, but it just tastes good. We made it. Now you can turn off the rice and give it a nice fluff. I make my rice the same every time. I'm convinced that it's my pot, and at this point it looks crazy if you see my pot, but I'm telling you, once you get a nice caldero, it's hard to let it go, but your rice comes out good every single time. So that's it, guys. Everything is done. I go ahead and get a small pot and make my mojito so I can dip my chicharron de pollo in there. This stuff is so good. It's garlic and onions and just deliciousness. If you want the recipe for this, comment down below. I'll definitely show you how to make it. It's good for tostones. You put it all over your food. It's just amazing. And there you have it, guys. This is how I make my chicharron de pollo sin hueso and my rice and beans. I did give you guys my secrets, so I hope that you try them and I hope that you like them. If you did like them, please send me a message or you can comment down below. Take a pic and send it to me as well. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!